Yes, sir. That's it.
Yeah, that's better.
All right. Welcome everybody to the Slow Burn Lounge. This is, of course, again your sorry. This is your host, Mo. Everybody knows me as Moses Haynes. Actually, I've come up with a different format on how to do my podcast now. I came up with the idea of doing it through StreamYard. This way, it gives everybody the opportunity to want to get involved in it, can be involved. As you can see, once this goes live, you'll be able to add your comments. I'll be able to take your comments as the segment moves along. Also, if you have something prevalent to say, if you want to invite into the conversation, I'll be more than happy to bring you in. Just hit me an invite, and I can bring you in off the invite. Right now, just let me give you a little bit about the podcast and what we're going to have going on. Before I do all that, let me go to my past weekend. I've had an outstanding past weekend. Last week was a great weekend. Well, this weekend, I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. An outstanding Friday, I had the opportunity to experience an amazing singer. And when I say amazing singer, Miss Michonne Young. Was invited by my buddy Ace, Faraz, Bash, and we went out for her new CD release. And during that CD release, we were able to hear her new music. Now, if you know anything about me, you know that I I take some of her music, at least one particular song, and I use it as a theme song. So if you have the opportunity, and if you have not heard this amazing singer, she is truly originally with a voice, very connected with her audience when she's doing live performances. Please get the opportunity, go on the Facebook page, send us some likes, become a follower of her page. I'm telling you, once you get hooked, once you listen to that music, you will become instantly hooked on her persona and how she carries things out when it comes to her music. Like I said, truly, truly an amazing singer. Again, as I was saying, that this is a new platform I'm starting off with. So with this new platform, I'm kind of new at the game. So I'm going to give some of you all the opportunity to, hopefully this is catching up on my Facebook page. Give you all the opportunity to chime in on my Facebook page. As you know, in the Soul Bar Lounge, we always do controversial topics. So we always come with controversial topics and things that, have a sense to get people going and get them stirred up. So we're going to do that again today. We're going to get some things stirred up and see some things happening and some things going about here. So that's what we're going to look for and see what's happening today. Yeah. Again, I'm going to take this opportunity to kind of give a shout out to the Elgin Art and Cigar Lounge located out in Elgin, Illinois. During this time, the owner, the proprietor, Mr. Dale, excellent customer service. As you can see, right now I'm sitting behind this humidor. A large selection of cigars to your palate. He has everything to, that will, again, accommodate whatever the palate deserves or what your palate likes. Again, though, like I said, the atmosphere here is great. It's got that old time feel to it. Sit back and here, relax. And the coffee is phenomenal here. If you're a coffee drinker, if you don't even come for the cigars, just come from the coffee. Right now, let me go ahead and give you the address. The address is 10 North State Street, Elgin, Illinois. And again, this is called Elgin Art and Cigar Lounge. You may have seen me talk about it on my Facebook page before, and how it is and how things going on with it. And like I said, it's a great atmosphere here. So if you have an opportunity and you're in the neighborhood, please stop by, check it out, see if you like it. I'm sure you enjoy the atmosphere in the place. And like I said again, Friday, top notch guy. All right, so with that being said, hopefully I'm gonna get a few more people to chime in. on this podcast. And again, if you all have comments or something that you want to touch on, you're more than welcome to comment in the comment box. And from there we'll go ahead and take some questions or any questions that you may have. We'll be more than happy to go ahead and discuss that. Now that I've gotten past all the introductions, I'm sitting tight. I'm get a little bit comfortable for a second here. Okay, so one thing I've kind of been noticing lately when it comes to social media is that social media has started establishing these criteria for dating. And me personally, I think there's a bunch of bullshit. And I'm gonna say it on my podcast. That's a bunch of bullshit. There should never be a criteria for dating. Dating is meant to be and supposed to be fun. You go out and have fun. But lately, I've been seeing all these list of criteria that men have to follow. There's a certain list of criteria of places that you have to go to take somebody on a date. It's considered, guess what, valid or something like that. And again, to me, I'm old school. You go out and have a date, and you go out and have fun. And that's the thing. You go out and have fun. Bottom line. That's the thing. So definitely need to think about that again when we start to talk about dating and getting out in the world and being involved in everything. Keep in mind, again, dating is meant to be a fun adventure. It's meant for you to get to know somebody. There shouldn't be any criteria when it comes to dating. So that's my take on that. But before I move further into that, right, I'm gonna say this. I've had a friend of mine that I'm gonna bring on this podcast, and she actually ended up posting this. And when she posted this list on her page, she got quite a lot of feedback on it. So I'm gonna give her the opportunity today to defend this, because once she posted this on her page, there was a lot of feedback, and I think most of the feedback came from men not agreeing with the criteria that was being laid down by the brother. So before I go any further, I'm gonna go ahead and bring her into the picture. Marie, come on and step in. Huh? I need to find you. Oh. So I'm gonna give her a minute to get situated. Once she gets situated, she's gonna come on in here and we're gonna have this discussion. All right, so you go and introduce yourself, tell people who you are, what you do.
Hi, I am Marie Dennis. You got to put the camera on.
Okay, she wants the camera on.
I am the owner of Simply Beautiful Nail Spa located in Westchester. I am a licensed nail technician. I'm a licensed nail tech instructor. I'm the owner and creator of Simply Press custom press-on nails and Simply Bling blinged out Converse. Those are all of my businesses that I do. And Moses loves controversy. So when he saw the post on my page, he had to chime in. And of course, he loves to do podcasts. So, hey, here we are.
Yeah, here we are.
Here we are.
We're going to get this thing kicked off. So when you first put this on your page, you got enormous amount of feedback. And I believe most of the feedback came from men.
It did. And let me find it real fast.
Okay, so we're gonna go and find it. As I say that, as she said, I'm controversial. If you know me, I'm gonna be controversial. One of the things I posted in the comment section is that I don't think there needs to be a criteria for when people go out on dates. Again, if you've been raised properly, there should be no criteria. You know how to treat somebody the way you want to be treated. So again, I don't think there should be any criteria. But however, it was kind of interesting to see again how other men were responding to that as well. Because I'm gonna say this: if there's a list from men on how men should conduct themselves, shouldn't there be a list for women? And once she gets situated, I'm gonna let her answer some of this.
I'm looking for it.
Okay.
Because I don't remember when I posted it, so I post a lot. So let me see if I can.
So anyway, as I said earlier, if you all have any comments or any comments or questions
Got it.
that you want to offer in this broadcast, please, by all means, just hit something in the chat box. I'll have the opportunity to look at it and see it, whether if you agree or disagree, or if you just want to chime in to find out. If you just want to say hey to me, that's cool too. So if you want to do it, hit it up. All right,
I
so
found it.
I'm
So I
gonna
don't
give you
know
this.
if y'all can see this or not. It's kind of hard to see, but this is the list that the guy posted. And I don't think that he actually posted this to say that this was, I lost it again, y'all. Hold on. I don't think he posted this to say that this is the list and you gotta follow this. I'm thinking what he was saying was these are the things that he does and that he feels that a lot of women like. And if it's a first date, it's a way to impress the lady, because in my opinion, men are the pursuers and we are the pursuee. In 2024, that is not how it goes. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. That's not how it goes. Men want to be pursued just like women want to be pursued. And I don't think that that's the way that it should be. I think that a man should do whatever it is he needs to do within reason, and there's a limitation to it, to win a woman over. If she's not interested, then she needs to let him know. Don't let it get to the point where she's using him. Because a lot of guys say, I'm not taking her out. She's not going to no fast-star restaurant. I'm not dropping $200 on a dinner, and then she not call me or she block me. See, those are the women that are looking for free meals. But there are women out here, such as myself. I'm not looking for a free meal. I'm looking for someone to date, someone I could be compatible with, and someone that I could eventually build a relationship with. If I don't like you, I'm not going to use you. If I don't like you, I'm not going to continue to go out on dates with you. I'm not going to continue to let you spend your money on me. I'm not going to do any of those things because I don't want to be used. So I'm not a user. Okay. So that's where men have to stop using their eyes and other things to judge who they want to be with, and use the gift that God gave them called discernment. And if you learn to discern the good and the bad, you can weed out what she's really after. You can tell after a few conversations what a man or woman wants. It's not hard.
Well, let's be okay. So
it's not hard.
You've actually said a lot in those few minutes. But let me go.
I talk a lot, but go ahead.
Let me go ahead and interject on some of that. Well, first and foremost, I'm gonna go back to initially whether this gentleman was putting that list out there as a criteria or his resume. Again, what was it out there for? Is it out there for likes? Was he doing this again to stir up controversy? This is the problem we have right now with social media. Social media is dictating how we should conduct ourselves in relationships. And before social media, we didn't have none of this bullshit. People just did what they did and connected how they wanted to connect. The problem is now we're letting society dictate to us because, again, of likes, dislikes, algorithms, brands, all this other stuff. Everybody's coming out with something. Like I said, I'm an old school person. I look at it like this. If I wasn't raised right, then 9 times out of 10, I'm probably not going to be a nice person to you when I take you out. That's again, that may be a rarity where somebody is, but in most cases, like on the list I saw where he says you open the car door. That's something I taught my grandson when he was 5 years old. I would tell my grandson, your mama better not touch that doorknob before you. So again, he has that already instilled in him. If he decides to bring the woman flowers, it should be something that's dictated. It should be him just walking by in that store, seeing that bouquet of flowers and saying, damn, she deserved these. And pick them flowers up and take them to her. Again, it shouldn't be a criteria. I'm hearing a lot of women say, I'm not going to say a lot of women. Let me rephrase that. There's a percentage of women out here now that give these checklist on where you should take them, how, if I think I saw one list where some woman said if the dude don't make, I believe it's like 120,000, he wasn't worth her time a day. I'm going to go old school. I'm going to go Kevin Samuels. Rest in peace, brother. What makes your ass think you deserve $120,000, man? Because 9 times out of 10, if he's in that price range, he's looking for a particular type of woman to accompany him. Now, he may holler at her as a knockoff. But 9 times out of 10, that ain't who he finna take to concerts, parties, social events. That's not who's gonna represent him in public.
I got a question. What's
Yeah.
a knockoff? What's a knockoff?
Knockoff is somebody you ain't trying to get personally involved with. How we used to call it in the day, hit and run. It's a hit and run.
Hit and run. Okay, gotcha.
Let me go back to
a bust down. That's the new term, I think. Or
let me go back to the 80s reference. Booty call.
Okay.
You ain't want them to be seen until you call them late at night.
All right.
That's the only time you want to be seen with. Okay. But again, to go back to these criteria is I think this is keeping, again, the separation between men and women out here now. These are the things that's keeping us separated. Because again, everybody has an opinion on how we should be dating and put us in a box on how we should conduct ourselves. You mentioned about some women out here playing men for meals and whatever the case might be. I'm looking at it like this. If I take a woman out, and I've had this happen once, let me put it on the record once. Well, again, I take this woman out on a date, and we went to a nice restaurant, and I thought we had a great time, but long story short, she ended up blocking me. And then it took my daughter to tell me she blocked me because I kept saying, hey, I'm calling this woman, and they keep going to voicemail. She's like, Daddy, you blocked. I'm like, oh, that's what that is. Okay. But anyway, and I'm like saying to myself, damn, old girl played me for a meal. And then later on, I thought about it. I'm like, well, listen, I feel like this. If she played me for a meal, it was her loss. It was basically her loss. Because again, she might have got her belly full and her hunger satisfied, but she didn't get the full essence of me. So she lost out. Yeah, she lost out. So again, so that's how I looked at it. I didn't take it as no anger or anything like that. One of the biggest problems, again, I'm seeing with this whole dating perimeters and how people are conducting themselves in this dating world is, again, the separation. Everybody wants somebody to be a certain way.
They do.
And again, we're dating, folks. We're dating. I think the first date should be specifically for fun. It shouldn't be no interview. It shouldn't be something that you talk about. Like on the first date, I ain't gonna never ask a woman what's her damn credit score. I don't want to know her 5-year plan because I don't know what I'm doing in 5 days. So why the hell would I want to know her goddamn 5-year plan? That don't make no sense to me. On my first date, let's have some fun. Hey, tell you what, hey, what you want to do? You want to go kart ride? Let's go kart ride. You want to go climb some mountains? Let's do that. Or better yet, you want to go chase some birds? We can do anything. But we're going to have fun. I don't want to know, again, how your credit score is. I don't want to know how many baby daddies you got. I don't want to know none of that. I just want to go and have some fun. And if we connect, of course, there'll be a second date. And then after the second date, and we still feel like we got that connection, the only way it's going to be a third date if she pay for it. But
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's going to have to pay for the third date.
Reciprocity, huh?
Yeah. She's going to have to pay for the third date. Because I'm a firm believer in this. And I know I'm going to piss y'all out, but I'm going to say this. How do you show me you appreciate me? By eating my food? Come on now. It's got to be, again, some reciprocation. It's got to be some reciprocation. Again, let me know that you enjoy my company as well. I'm going to step down for a minute. I'm going to let you add what you need to add on that.
Okay, so where do you want me to start? Do you want me to go with the list, or you want me to piggyback on what you said?
Do whatever you feel like doing.
And I totally agree with what he's saying about a first date should not be an interview, but there are certain questions that you need to ask because you need to know if you really want to see this person again. I don't want to
give me a specific question.
Okay, good example. How many children do you have? I have 5 kids. How old are they? They're 12, 16. I got a 3-year-old. Oh, you know what? Stop. That's it. But see, Marie gonna ask these questions before we get to the date. I'm not a serial texter. I do online dating. Okay, so this is how I meet the majority of guys that I meet. I do online dating, and in my profile it states I do not date men with children under the age of 18 because I'm a empty nester. My daughter's 33. I have no grandchildren. So I don't feel like I should have to take on a man that has children under the age of 18, because with that comes a lot of extra stuff that I personally don't really bother with. Not saying that I won't do it, because if the right man comes along and I'm feeling him like that and he does have a child under 18, I can make an exception, because there's always an exception to every rule. There's always an exception. So that's a question that I ask when I first meet the man.
Okay.
When, like I said, I do online dating, but I'm not a serial texter. And you can attest to this, because when we first met, we became friends. You would text me all the time, and I would tell you, stop texting me. And you kept texting me, so what I do, I stopped responding, because I'm going to talk on the phone.
Damn, go ahead and bust me out.
You know, but we still friends, though. We've been friends, what now, 7 years, 6-7 years. We still friends.
All right.
But you do know to pick up the phone and call me sometime, right? Because I do not like to text. I don't even like to text with my clients. I like to talk, because so much can get lost in the sauce with a text. I could be in a bad mood. You could send me a text. I'm like, what that mean? You know, and it didn't mean nothing. It was just a friendly little conversation that went the wrong way because of a text. Okay, getting back to the subject. So I asked certain questions when I first meet the man. How many children do you have? How many baby mothers do you have? Are your parents dead or alive? What kind of relationship did you have with your mother? What kind of relationship did you have with your father? Was your father in your life? Wait. I asked these questions because asking those questions, that's where the gift of discernment kicks in. Based on the answers, you can pretty much tell who you're about to deal with. You can tell who you're about to deal with.
If you ask a person, and I'm not trying to be funny, but if you turn around and you ask a person, how did they treat me? You know, my daughter asked me that question one time. She said, that I guess we was in general conversation. My daughter called me about all the guys they date. I ain't saying they date a whole lot of guys, but they called me about the guys.
We understand.
And so anyway, when they call me about the guys they date, I always tell my daughters, don't watch how he treat the people he loves, because they gonna always get top notch. Watch how he treats the people he don't know.
Yeah. That's
so
true.
if you see him walk up and open the door, open up the doors for a woman, not yourself, but some other random woman. He's opening the doors, holding doors for women. He's treating people in a respectful manner. Yeah, that's who you might want to take notice of. But if he out there doing everything for people he loves, shit, you ain't gonna. That ain't no determination on that.
It is a little bit.
I mean, yeah, I get what you said, because some people do treat the mothers badly. They treat the kids badly, but a lot of it has. What's the word I'm looking for? A lot of it has layers.
Right.
So without getting into all the layers, again, you can't say what brought this person or what brought this man to not have that interaction with his children.
That's true.
I know some good brothers out there that were able to, didn't have the opportunity to spend time with their kids, not because they were deadbeat dads, but because for the simple fact is the mother felt like that was a good way to get back at him. And again, this is what you see on social media too. They be posting a lot of this on social media. The dads come by and pick the kid up. What you mean you went and got him a haircut? You didn't talk to me. I know, fuck what I need to talk to you about getting my son a haircut. I mean, again, this is not, I know we're getting up talking, but I'm going back. But again, I'm going back to that list, going back to the list of, again, certain questions you should ask. Again, I'm gonna say this again. I think, again, dating should always and intentionally be for fun. The interview process came when we were talking on the phone. That was your interview then. Because we had to get to a point where we was comfortable enough to say that we're gonna go out. So besides the fact that I'm looking at you from a physical appearance, and you mentioned that earlier when you said men got to stop looking at you from a physical, and I believe the other thing was, well, we're gonna keep this PG for a minute. But the thing is, and I'm gonna say this, men are visual, but just as much as men are visual, women are visuals too.
Yes, we are.
So
because I done seen some guys, I'd be like, yeah. The
thing is, at the end of the day, if you really, and I've always said this, even when it comes to, like I said, I have a lot of conversations. One of the things I always tell my daughter is this when we talk. I said, men are pursuers, but you make the choice. So it's up to you. At the end of the day, if that was a bad choice, who was that on? That was on you. That wasn't on
That is
him.
true.
That was on you.
That is true, because you have the right to say yes.
Right. Because you could be at a bar, event, social event, whatever the case may be. Before guys looking at you, you know they looking at you and they jocking. But you're gonna choose one out of that fuck.
Maybe.
And that's your choice.
Maybe.
Yeah? Maybe, but that's
Maybe.
going to be your choice. So again, you got to stick with your choices. The thing that, okay, so I'm gonna give y'all some dating tips here. Damn them lists.
Well, we
Damn.
gonna talk about.
Okay,
that.
we're gonna talk about the list, but okay. Matter of fact, that's what we do. Come to the list.
Okay, the first thing on the list, it says, I took a few minutes to make a list of what's really important on the first date. If you really want to impress her, this is what the young man wrote. He said it's his list, but then I saw this list on several pages with other guys saying it's their list too. But
They're
the first
just
thing,
trying to get likes.
everybody,
They're just
I
trying to
think
get
I think a lot of people do things on social media for likes and attention,
Dates.
because social media makes the cowardice of people internet gangsters. Social media make people that are introverts extroverts. Social media makes you popular. Social media, and I really don't want to say this, but social media makes some of the worst looking people think they're the most beautiful person in the world because everybody on their page telling them they're beautiful.
Right.
So social media can turn anything into something, can turn whatever you want it to be into what you want it to be if you put it out there that way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Social media can be used for good, for bad. It can be used for a lot of things. So this particular guy, and I guess the rest of the guys, they just wanted some attention. Maybe they felt like that was a girl magnet post. That's to get some chicks to want to, let me go out with him. So the first thing it says, be there early so you don't leave her waiting. I agree. And I'll tell a man, he can't pick me up, especially because I online date. So I never let anybody know where I live. I meet them where I am. I say, tell me a time, because I'm slow.
Okay.
It takes me a while to get ready. I had this guy. Can I tell this story? I had this guy. I met him online. We talked. We decided where we were going to go. We made the date. Okay. We made the date. He told me to meet him at Longhorn on the first day. I got there on time. Yeah, I'll go to Longhorn Cheesecake Factory. I'll go anywhere. I'm not one of them girls on that list. Because let me tell you something. You don't have to take me to a 5-star restaurant for me to enjoy myself. You can take me to Cheesecake Factory because guess what? I love Georgia peaches and I'm going to drink about 3 or 4 of those. And I love their spinach artichoke dip and I'm going to eat that. I'm good with that. I'm not that girl. I just told you, I'm not the free meal chaser. I'm not that girl, okay? So anyway, I had the guy. He said, I'm going to meet you there. We set a time. He said 3 o'clock. I know I'm slow. So I started getting ready for real to like 12 o'clock because I know I'm slow. It takes me a long time to get ready to do anything. So anyway, I get there. He calls me, I'm running behind. Oh, okay. How long you gonna be? Well, I'm coming from Downers Grove. I said, well, I live in Lombard. We could have met out there. Well, no, I had to run in, blah, 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 blah. So he said, just order you some drinks. I'll be there. So he was really late. And I'm not a drinker. And everybody who knows me knows I'm not a drinker. And that particular day, I only had cereal. I hadn't had anything for breakfast. I had, what'd you say?
We had 4 joints.
Right. Yeah, but you know, I drink, but I'm not a drinker. So anyway, let me get the story going. So anyway, I'm not a drinker. So he said, order you some drinks. So order me this called a long pour. It's a margarita that Longhorn sells. And you get 3 margaritas in 1 cup. So I'm drinking the margaritas.
Longhorn, y'all just got a how you say it?
A shout out.
Shameless plug.
Right.
But
so I ordered margaritas. I'm not a drinker. I hadn't had anything to eat that day but cereal. Because I fast in the morning. I don't eat till 12 o'clock. Then I ate some cereal. I knew I was going out. So I said, okay. So I'm drinking. So I'm starting to get a little buzz. So I said, okay, I'm waiting. So by the time he got there, that little buzz had kicked all the way in. So I said, he late. I'm good. Okay, he got there. So I knew that I was a little tipsy. So I knew I need to be a little quiet. Because if I start talking, I might say the wrong thing, right? Mm-hmm. So he comes, he sits there, he give me a hug, He was like, oh my God, you're so pretty. How you get so pretty? I said, my parents. My parents. Okay. Thank my mom and my daddy. My parents, Yeah. So we talking. He ordered his food, I ordered my food. Everybody who knows me knows my favorite meal is steak, shrimp, salad, baked potato. I can eat that every day. I can eat it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
You said
steak, shrimp, baked potato, and a salad. That's my meal. Okay. I eat that all the time. But I got the steak from Longhorn. It ain't cost that much. Okay. So whatever. So anyway, we steady talking. So this is about be on time. He wasn't on time, I was. So the date ended up with me walking out on him. So
you walked out on him.
I walked out on him. No,
What-
not because he was late. I'm about to tell you.
Okay.
So, like I said, I was a little tipsy, so I kept my conversation to a minimum because I talk a lot anyway. And if I gotta, you know what, don't do that. And I got, you know, I was a little tipsy. So I might have said the wrong things. I say, Marie, be quiet, just sit, chill, and you know, just feedback on what he said. So you know, he telling me about, you know, what you eating. I could have cooked that at home. I said, okay, well. You did not. How you cook it at home? Do you use the air fryer? I use the air fryer to cook my steak. I use the air fryer when I do my shrimp. You know, nah, I just cook it in there. He get an attitude. I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm steady eating my food because I'm hungry. It's 3 o'clock. I ate. So then all of a sudden he said, yeah, this is not going to be a match. I'm like, oh, okay. What did I do? You selfish. What'd I do? You didn't offer me none of your food. I said, well, if this was what you wanted, you should have ordered this because I ordered what I wanted. You told me when you called me, order what I want.
Okay, so did the brother? I got this question. Did the brother order his food once he got done?
Yeah, he ordered food, but he didn't order the
food.
steak. He ordered some chicken wings. Or some
Okay.
chicken wings. Okay, he offered me. Right, that might have been what it was. So anyway, he offers me some chicken wings. I said, no, I don't like chicken wings like that. I got what I want because again, I'll eat steak and shrimp for lunch.
Okay.
I love steak and shrimp. And anybody out there in the Facebook world who know me, they already know I'm not lying. I love shrimp and steak. So anyway, I'm eating my food. So then, you know, by this time the conversation wrapping, he said, yeah, you real selfish. I say, how I'm selfish? So during the midst of all this conversation, the lady, she's bought the check. She's bought us to-go boxes. I done bagged up, you know, the rest of my food because I could see this not finna go too well. I'm like, you know what? I don't know what's happening. Let me just get my food on. So I backed up almost. It was that real hot day we had in February or March. It was like 80 degrees one Sunday. In February or March, it was unusually warm. It was that day. So I remember I having a really light jacket. So anyway, yeah, I say, I'm not selfish. I said, I'm one of the most nurturing, caring, nicest people that you could ever meet. Why would you call me selfish? Dude bust up and say, well, how about I had you pay half this check? Oh, really? Baby, let me tell you, I picked up my to-go bag. My purse is on the back of the chair. I put my purse on my shoulder, pulled my jacket up, and I left. Him sitting right there holding that chair.
Okay.
Because my point is, don't invite me somewhere and then treat me rude. Because you felt like we wasn't a match. I don't care if we was a match or not. You invited me out, so why would you want me to pay half the check? You invited me. You picked me on the dating site. I didn't pick you.
Okay, time out.
You understand what I'm saying?
Hold on. The time out.
And he wasn't on time, but this man said be on time.
For my first question, how old was this guy?
I'm 56. He was younger than me. I think he was 50. I think he was 50. He wasn't like in his 40s.
Oh, okay.
We were close to age because the way I date, it's a 10-year span. 46 is the lowest, 56 is the highest.
Okay,
I don't date anybody older than me.
Let me help you out with that.
So
I'm not gonna make an excuse for the brother. Just leave me out on this. A lot of guys, if they haven't been cultivated on how, and here's the thing, 9 times
and this
out of 10.
list is trying to cultivate.
Oh, no. Let me finish. Let me finish. No, the list don't need to cultivate it. The cultivation needs to come from family, friends, observation. That's what the cultivation comes in. And again, experience. Somebody say experience. What you say? Experience. Experience is their wealth. That's where somebody becomes cultivated. A lot of times, somebody asked me one time, "What's the blueprint?" Is there a blueprint on how to be a father? Like I told me, no, there's no blueprint. There's no blueprint on how to date either. So again, people don't understand that. There's no blueprint in dating. You just kind of wing that shit as you go along. So if he ain't been exposed to that type of stuff, then The other thing is, and I'm not gonna make excuses for the brother, he could have felt intimidated. One of the things could have been once he got there, he realized that again, him being late, and you didn't. Because I heard him compliment you. Did you tell him he smelled good? He looked nice.
Yeah, I said you look nice. Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I did compliment back. See, I'm not a rude person though.
Right.
Even if I didn't like him, even if I thought he was unattractive, even if he didn't smell good, I was gonna say it anyway.
Okay, so again, he may
because I'm not rude like that.
All right, but then at some point, this brother may felt like again at some point he might have been a little intimidated by you. Again, the fact that you weren't being much of a conversationalist, because you were hungry. You ate your cereal that morning, so your stomach was growling like a motherfucker. So with that being said, you weren't being much of a
No, that ain't why I wasn't talking. I wasn't talking because I had a little bit too much to drink, and I didn't want to say the wrong thing. Don't you understand what I'm saying? I don't want something like, let me just be quiet and shit. But I was conversating.
But he could have took it as, again, sitting from the table from you. Wow, she's being kind of short.
No, I wasn't.
No. I'm not saying you are. Again, these are things that could have ran through his mind.
Okay.
Now, I'm not saying I'm making excuses for the brother. I'm just saying these are the things that could have ran through his mind.
So all that was his way to tell him you gonna pay your half the bill?
No.
Oh, okay.
So let me get to that point.
Yeah,
Now, at the end of the night, whether he decided that you were a good fit or not, I agree with you. I invited you out. So if I invited you out, I'm gonna go ahead and take care of time, whether we don't get
each
together
other again or not.
And not. Like I said again, it's just gonna be that way. That's how I've been raised. So it's just gonna be that way. All I'm gonna do is take care of time. Deuces. We'll holler at each other. We'll see each other in the next lifetime.
Right.
So I would left it at that. But because again, he wasn't comfortable with himself. And when people not comfortable with themselves, they're gonna reach out at the first thing the first emotion that comes to, which is anger.
That part.
So they're gonna reach out to the first thing that comes to, which is anger, defense. People gonna jump on the defense. And that's what he did. He jumped on the defense. So with that being said, going back to what this brother said, and we're going back to the list of being on time. Hold on, before we get to the second thing, I'm gonna say this: if the brother, and I want my audience, especially my women, if the women listening, if the women listening, I want my women to hear this. I want my women. Am I coming through loud enough? Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. So y'all can join in. I want my women to hear this. If you want me to be on time, when I get my ass there, your ass better be ready to come down them damn stairs.
What if you're not picking her up? I don't let people pick me up.
Okay, that's fine.
And I was on time.
Wait a minute. But hold on. Sometimes things happen. Hold on. Sometimes things happen. But again, if I am late, I'm not going to hold that accountability because there are foreseen things. Long as that person has texted me and gave me the courtesy to let me know that they're running late, I'm good. Long as you gave me that courtesy to say that you're running late. But if you got my ass standing there or sitting there for 30 minutes and I ain't heard no text from you, and then all of a sudden you walk in the door. Oh, okay. You hopefully you better be walking with paparazzi behind you or something, or you just hit the lottery. So that's what I'm thinking. Okay, go to number 2. Go to number 2.
So we said the first one, be early, so don't leave her waiting. Well, he failed. The guy went out with the one I just get. He failed because I was on time and he wasn't. Grab her some flowers and a small card letting her know you appreciate her time. Now, I had 2 guys. One guy, every time he saw me, because we dated for a little while, and we dated briefly, maybe like about a month or so. And it was other reasons why I stopped talking to him. But every time he saw me, he bought me some roses. They came from Jewels, but he bought me a dozen roses. And I was like, wow, that's super cool. And the funny thing is, I love roses because I say that I'm a rose. I identify as a rose because the rose is real nice and pretty to look at, but if you touch it the wrong way, the thorn will stick you, and that's the type of person that I am. You rub me the wrong way, you don't want the backlash.
You put a lot of thought in that.
No, actually, I didn't. But anyway, so he would bring me roses all the time when I see him, and I thought that was so cool, and that actually made me like him. I'm like, you know what? He talk a lot. And he get on my nerve, but you may be bringing me flowers, so I'm going to give him a chance. So that actually started to win me over.
Okay.
And then I had another guy. The very first time that we saw each other, he bought me some roses. He bought me a card, and it was a thank you card. He said, "Thank you for allowing me to take up time in your day." I thought that was super cool. I'm like, he really nice. And this particular guy actually
Dude saw that in the movie. But keep going.
Well, it don't matter where he saw that, Moses. So anyway, this particular guy did actually get in the car with him. He said, because I said I have something to do. I need to go on the north side to go get my nail supplies. And he was like, well, I could take you. I'm like, I don't know you like that, but he gave me his driver's license. I took a picture of it. I took a picture of his license plates. I took a picture of him, a car. I sent it to about 2 or 3 of my friends. Like, y'all, this is who I'm with. Anything happens, y'all know where I'm at. This man took me to the north side. And I'm a nail tech, I told you that earlier. And I go up there like maybe twice a month. And whenever I go, I spend quite a bit of money. He bought all my nail supplies. He bought like $700 worth of nail supplies.
He did?
Yeah, he did. The very first time he saw me.
He didn't steal it? Oh, he said
Nah.
he got a couple of comments. Hold on.
Nah, he didn't.
Let me go back here. I'm gonna step away for a second. No, I'm still here, you guys. I'm gonna try to view some of these comments.
Click right there.
Let's see what we got these comments. I know we've been talking for a minute.
I know, right? I don't see anything. Let me see if I can find it. Okay.
Yeah, if somebody can help me out until I get. Okay.
Okay. Did you expect the roses? What if he didn't bring you flowers? So I did not expect the roses, and if he didn't bring me flowers, it was okay anyway because there had to be something about him that piqued my interest for me to go out with him. So I would have went anyway. The flowers were not. The flowers were added extra. The flowers were added extra. So no, I didn't explain them. How did you express your things? I said thank you. What else was I supposed to do? It was my first time meeting the man. I said thank you. How I'm supposed to do? I said thank you. And I gave, you know what? Don't do that. I gave him a hug. I was like, oh, thank you. I gave him a hug.
Okay.
Moses, when was your last first date?
When my last first date? Who asked the damn question?
Jamita? When was your last first date?
I believe the 5th. But anyway, go ahead.
No, you gotta answer. We on.
Listen, hold on. We gonna come back to that in a second. We will come back to that comment in a second. Okay. Yeah. I'm not changing the rules. I promise you, I will come back to that in a second. I will come back to that question. All right. So what else? What else we got up here?
That's all you got.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna go back to what you said about dude buying you these roses and everything, right?
Okay, it said, Did you expect the roses? No, I did not. What if he didn't bring you flowers? I wouldn't have cared because again, there was something about him that made me agree to go on a date. So if I agreed to go on a date, there was something about the conversation that we had. There was something about his personality. There was something about his physical appearance that attracted me to him. So of course I went on a date. So I wasn't expecting flowers. They were a nice added extra. And it was impressive because a lot of times when I do meet guys, I don't really tell them a lot about me. Oh, I like this, I like that. I just kind of, just let the conversation flow because I've learned that I used to share way too much. So now I share less as possible. So by him bringing me the roses, especially because I love roses. I don't care what color they are, red, pink, white, green, blue, yellow. I don't care. As long as it's some roses, I like it. All right. You know what I'm saying? But I don't bring no other flowers. I don't want them. I want roses. I just want roses. I'm just playing. But if he didn't bring me the roses, would I have been upset? No, I wouldn't have. Because again, that was just nice added extra. And that kind of like, oh, that's all right. But here's the thing. The first guy who used to do them, I will tell you this. I did expect that every time I saw him. And one time he showed up for that. I said, where my flowers at? He was like, what? I said, where my flowers at? You bought them the last 2-3 days? What they had? He said, oh, I ain't had time to stop. I said, oh, it's the store over there.
Okay, so that goes.
Yeah, I did want them flowers.
Okay, so that's gonna go to my point right now. That's gonna go to my point.
Don't start none. You can't finish.
No, right here. Because if that was the case, if that was the case, brother being genuine in what he was doing, he wouldn't have did that. He wouldn't have missed the time. He wouldn't have missed the time.
He said it was rushing.
Okay, but again, my thing, and again, let me add on that. What number were we on that one? I want to go back to that. What number were we on?
He got some more questions.
No. We were on number 2, and they were saying something about number 2.
How did you express your thing?
Well, no, not how you express. You say he brought you flowers. Is that on there?
He said, did you expect the roses? No, I didn't. What if he didn't bring you anything? It wouldn't have mattered because like I said, it was something about him that piqued my interest. the physical, the conversation, the personality. So I agreed to go on a date because I wanted to know more about him. Okay, and then it said, how did you express your thanks? I gave him a hug and said thank you. Moses didn't want to answer his question.
Okay, we get past that, but now let me go
do
back.
You think you was doing? Do you think you was doing too much? I don't understand the question. Doing too much as far as what? What was I doing too much for?
I see a question down here. Why would you take the man's food?
Oh no! I took it was my food. That was just my food.
And wait a minute. Why didn't you just pay for your part?
Because I wasn't. Because he invited me out, and I wasn't paying for that. Now here's the my point was he went above me out to impress you. Did you do anything to impress him? I showed up. That showed up.
Oh my God!
I showed up.
Oh my God!
That was mine. I showed up,
See, okay.
looking picture perfect. The hair was on point. The nails was on point. The clothes was on point. I smelled good. I showed up. That was my impression.
So let's
right.
go.
Come on, because I said that on purpose. So come on, let's go.
So anyway, you said, and I'm trying to get this. I'm trying to get this. You showed your appreciation by showing up.
I showed up because I could have stayed.
And
I was on time. He helped me wait.
And please pay attention because it'll be a test on this later, ladies.
It's gonna be a test.
That's why I said it won't be no third date unless your ass paying for it.
But that was the first date.
Because again, wait a minute, hold on. But you just said for yourself, you showed his appreciation by showing.
I showed up.
And again, that's how we gonna keep flowing with the thing.
No, you said the question was, what did I do to show my appreciation? I said thank you. He said, what did I do to impress him? What I did to impress him was I showed up looking very nice and presentable. That was what I meant when I said that. I was being funny. He said, what did you do to impress him? I showed up. I showed up not looking raggedy. I showed up looking nice. My hair was done. My nails was done. My clothes were nice. I was smelling good. I showed up looking like somebody he wouldn't mind being seen with. What happened?
Okay.
So that's what I did to impress him. Now, as far as me paying for a date, no, I'm not gonna pay for the first date unless I ask you to go out. I don't have a problem with that because let me add this real quick. A lot of guys will say women will ask guys to take them places that they normally can't afford themselves. Well, let me clue you in on something. Me and my girls that I rock with, and one of them is sitting right over there, we can afford to go anywhere we want to go. Am I right or wrong, girlfriend? We can go anywhere we want to go. So if you take me to RPMs, guess what? I could take myself and me and Mark who can go there too. And we're not gonna be sitting at the end of the night arguing over the bill. We're gonna pay our part and we're gonna keep it moving. So I don't ask men to take me somewhere that I can't take myself. I don't ask men to do nothing for me that I can't do for myself or that I can't do for him if he need me to do it for him. So paying for a date is not a problem for me. I will, but I'm not gonna pay for the first date. I'm not gonna pay for the second, but like you said, Moses, the third one, I got you. You understand what I'm saying? If I'm liking you and I'm digging on you, then it's not a problem for me because again, I don't expect anybody to do anything for me that I cannot do for them.
Okay, but so let me go back to this. I've saw a few comments. I'm gonna go back to the list again.
Yeah.
Okay, so we gonna come back to the comments again, but I want to go back to the list. I won't get off track. Huh?
Who is this making this comment right here? Stop making these comments. Who is making this comment?
What it say?
Talking about I gave him the bare minimum.
Yeah.
I didn't stand him up. It said he gave you flowers and a thank you card that you admitted impressed you. Yes, because we are the pursuee. A man is a pursuer. A man is supposed to do things to win a woman over. You got to reel us in. Wait a minute. But you did the bare minimum. You showed up. But I showed up looking like somebody he would say, okay, I don't mind being seen with her. Okay. You better help me.
Wait a minute.
They don't agree with you.
Yeah.
No, it ain't normal because I didn't see women.
Bring it down. Now, here's my point, and I'm gonna go back to this. When you saying again, and I'm gonna go back to this comment that said he gave you flowers and said in the thank you card that you admitted that impressed you, but you did the bare minimum and i.e. showed up. My question is, and I'm gonna say this again. if he did that, he was showing his appreciation. Your appreciation was I showed up. So you felt like you reciprocated just by showing up.
I was being sarcastic. But
I think I got that. I think I got that.
I was being sarcastic.
Yeah, because here's my whole thing at the end of the day. Now, would you still accept? And I'm going back to the flowers. If you're doing flowers, and this is my rule today. Don't tell me what it is you want.
I don't.
I'm just saying. Don't tell me what it is you want. Because if you tell me that shit 9 times out of 10, I'm not gonna do it. Because you expecting it. That's your how my brother always say it. That's your what? Expectation versus reality.
Right.
So my reality is I'm gonna do the shit because I feel like it.
Exactly.
I'm gonna do it because it hit the mood, and I said, you know what? This woman deserved this.
Exactly.
So if that brother bought you them flowers, and again, and I said this, if he brought it out the sincerity of his heart, then he would have kept that train going. But if he did it just to impress you on the first day, my opinion is this, and I'm be honest with you. I'm kind of like you. You already been impressed. I showed up. That's it. Now from here, anything else is extra.
Exactly.
If I show you a great time, if I buy you flowers, if I buy you a car, hey, those are extra things that we bring it in. All right. I'm gonna get back to the plastic flowers. You got that right.
You know what? Don't make another comment. Don't you make another comment.
They sure as we say coming late without an emergency situation.
Answer that, Moses.
What?
Was he showing his appreciation coming late without an emergency situation? How was he showing me appreciation? Because the thing is, the man, he said, show up on time. This man didn't show up on time. So was he showing his appreciation that I even agreed to go out on a date with him, and he wound up being late? He was very late, like an hour.
Okay, but here's how you do that. If you're late on a date, and this is how
he communicated with me, but he was still late.
Right. But this is how I flow on the date. If I'm coming late on a date, I'm gonna make sure that woman had a great ass time, because I'm gonna make her forget the damn lateness.
Right.
So it's my responsibility to balance it out. So I'm gonna balance it out by, if I showed up late, I'm gonna make sure she had a nice ass time in the process. So that's how I reciprocate and show my apologies for showing up late. I'm gonna make sure she had a great time. And it's gonna be based off of what it is she want to do. It ain't gonna be about me. It's gonna be about her. All right. So anyway, go. No. Before we go to more comments, let's go to the second part.
Okay. So the next thing on the list was about the flowers and the cars. Open doors for her. Let me tell you something. I've had so many men not open the door for me. When it was a person that I was comfortable with getting in the car with him, he'd get in the car and he'd reach across the door, open the door. And I'm like, what? So I'm like, okay, whatever. I've had this one guy, it was, oh my God, it was so sweet. It was raining one day, right? So I didn't have an umbrella, but he reached in the back seat. He got an umbrella. He came around to the, because I know you don't want to mess up your hair. Here you go. Boy, that just did my heart so much. I'm like, look at this right here. The next day I go with somebody else, this Negro puts the door. So again, opening the door for a woman, that's old school.
Wait a minute.
And I still feel
First
like
of all,
dude
was on the old school day, because all he should did was this.
No, open the door and let you get in. What you talking about?
That's what I'm saying. No, I wouldn't open the door. I'd be like, it's open.
You wouldn't have did that, because that's not even the type of person that you are. So cut it out. Stop it. You know you're not like that.
Anyway.
You know you ain't like that.
The reason why I laughed at that, because
Where he
I'm gonna go. Don't answer the question. I'm going back to this. If anybody out there in the audience heard this or seen this movie or whatever, it's called The Bronx Tale. Love movie. Love that movie. Bronx Tale. Love it. Actually, dude pushed the woman to a test, and he told her. He said, if that woman cares anything about you, he said, you open that door and she get in, and she reach across and open that door. Now again, we got all this modern shit now. You can't do that. But I'm gonna tell you, I did it a few times on purposely, even if I had this. I will make sure my door stayed locked just to see if she gonna reach across and do it. And there's some cases they did. And I'll be like, oh, that was that twit last day.
And let me
She ain't
tell
gonna
you,
get another.
I saw that movie, and after I saw that, I started doing that for real. I reach across over the door for him. I would do that for real, for real. You know, but see, nowadays, and I'm gonna say this off top a little bit, the women of today make men be less of the man that they need to be because they accept the bare minimum.
Oh,
And that's why men
not
don't do
we
the
get into
things
it.
that they should be doing, because a lot of women accept the bare minimum just to say, I got a man. That's why men don't put forth a lot of effort to do what they need to do to date a woman.
We're gonna have a disagreement. We're gonna have a bit, because I'm gonna tell you why. Because on
Women accept the bare minimum
Hold on.
these days.
I respectfully agree to disagree. Let me tell you why. In most cases, no, let me rephrase that. In percentage of cases, men are not doing the bare minimum. Men are being careful. Because let me tell you about some dates since you gave your history. I've been on, and as I said, when you said you don't like allow a man to come and pick you up from your home. I call a woman or met her online, asked her out on a date. I said, okay, I'll be back to pick you up. Oh, no. We'll meet up somewhere. Okay, cool, fine. I understand. You don't want nobody coming to your house. I got it. That didn't work out. The next woman I met, I was like, well, okay, we can meet up at such and such. Why you can't come to my house? Y'all sound confusing to me. One woman said, don't come to her house. The next woman said, yeah, come to my house.
Let me
Hold on. The shit get confusing. So that's why we pretty much play off of what you all say. And the reason I'm not gonna get off too far off track, but I'm gonna tell you why it becomes confusing. Because, and I've heard this a lot through women. Men are becoming so feminine now. Men are becoming so no clapping that shit. That's a false ass statement. Let me tell you why it's a false ass statement. For years y'all been talking about open up. Now when a man take the opportunity to sit down and open up to you, you call him this ass feminine. What the hell is that all about?
That don't what I consider.
What the hell is all
That's
that?
not what I consider.
No, but I've seen many posts on Facebook where women say, "Oh, he got caught up in the feeling," but you just said you want a man to express his feeling. What the fuck? And if it gets to that point, it becomes confusing, huh? Please elaborate.
The confusing part.
Do not read anything else from
What I'm saying is,
Right, girl, because he is doing the most.
it's two different women, right? And they
Yeah.
decide two different options for you.
Right,
And you're confused by the options they give you.
right.
So this lady carried me to pick her in the house, and then she said, "No, we have in the house." That's
Right.
Okay.
But they're two different individuals.
Of course they do.
Okay, but let me answer that.
Stop trying to
Let-
date people and date the person.
This is how you solve that. This is how you solve that. This is how you solve that. When you
That's not like she's so good at cookie cutter. Every cookie is one.
why she not on the camera?
Okay. Yeah, if y'all want to jump on camera, feel
Y'all gotta get on. Cause we can't hear you. We can't hear you. They can't hear you. But here's how you solve that problem. You said the one woman said don't pick her up, and the other said pick her up. So when you having these phone conversations, not the text messages, but the actual phone conversation on the phone, you say, okay, we've been talking now for we've been talking now for X amount of days, a week, 2 weeks, whatever. It's time to meet. How do you want to do this? Are you comfortable with me giving me your address so I can pick you up, or do you want to meet me at the restaurant? Let her answer the question.
Okay, so here's
That's how
the
you
thing.
do that.
No, I don't let her answer the question. Let me tell you why. Because this now I'm going to become that quote unquote alpha male now.
Just meet me at the
No. This is what I'm going to dictate the scenario.
Okay.
So I'm gonna tell her, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna meet at such and such.
Okay.
Because you might not feel comfortable for me coming to your house, and you may do. But in order for this to work out, I'm gonna step up and I'm gonna put my drawers on. No, I'm dictating to you what we.
And you know
do.
what?
This is what we gonna
I
do.
would rather a man do that
We
than
gonna
give me
do
the
this.
choice. I would rather a man plan a date, say where we going, what we gonna do. Because I would do just about anything on a date that you plan as long as it's safe and it's not compromised. You understand what I'm saying? And I will, if you want me to meet you, I'll meet you. I got a car, no problem. If I feel like I'm comfortable enough with you to come get me, then I will let you. But I don't really let nobody really know where I live until I really, really get to know them. Even if it comes time to visit, I'll go over his house before I let him come to mine.
Okay.
That's just how I am.
Okay, so anyway, go to the next question.
Okay, so the next question.
I think we gotta go back to some comments.
It says open doors, how we got that part. Compliment her. Wow, you look beautiful. That's a given. I mean, he should say you look really nice today, and I'm gonna say you look handsome too.
Well,
I mean that's a given though.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
We got why that comments coming? Why that comments coming? I'm gonna go ahead and respond to that.
Can we ban some people from making comments? We got a person here that we finna block him. He can't make not another comment. No more comments. No more comments from you, sir. You have reached your comment limits. You have reached your comment limit.
Okay, so hold on. Let me do this for my audience too, because I see a lot of other people starting to chime in. Hey, you guys, and I'm putting this out here in the universe. If you want to be invited in on the podcast, send me a hit. I will invite you in. I'll put you in the back in the green room. When the opportunity presents itself, I'll go ahead and let you come on in and you can talk. But right now, I will say right now, I love the fact that you all are commenting. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, we're going to go back to where we were.
Okay, so give her a compliment. That goes without saying. Even if, I mean, you got to think she's beautiful. Something about her attracted you to her. So you should say give her a compliment. And I'm going to return and say, you look good, you smell like you handsome, I like your beard, I like your goatee. I'm going to give you all the compliments too. I'm going to return that energy. Okay?
Well, okay, before you move further, I'm going to go back to that again too. When you, I feel like this personally. Again, these are all things that if this man has been exposed, to the right elements in his life, he would have had the opportunity to do all these. Like I said again, even if I'm not on a date and I see a beautiful woman, hey sister, you look good today. I'm gonna tell her she look good. One of the things that I love to see women in, and rather even if they're with their dude. If I see a woman with a nice pair of shoes, I'm gonna give her a compliment. Like I say, even if she with her dude, I'm gonna tell dude, hey, bro, no disrespect. Your woman wearing them shoes, bro. Your woman wearing these shoes. So that's my thing. So compliments gonna come again. I'm not the things that he listed. Again, I'm finding kind of hard to grasp because these should be things that we already are doing. Go to the next one.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute, we missed the comment. Hold on. Before it doesn't look like
We're not answering not another comment from him. Some women are confusing. Not at all. I want to be invited in.
okay.
Wait, if she don't look like her filter.
Copy this.
Oh, baby girl, I need way more sugar than that. I need more sugar.
Okay, I'm gonna send this link here real quick. Let me go back here. Okay, this still kind of new to me, y'all. So I am reading your stuff. Good line. Yeah.
But if you have several conversations before, then you already know how you feel about it.
You don't even eat like this.
I can't put this in. Let me see. While we doing this, I'm sorry, y'all. Be
No,
patient.
y'all Facebook friends, right? You and Moses. Go to his page and click join on the live.
I send my comments, he won't read mine.
No. Actually, I'm trying to see how I can put you in here. Quit
I
playing.
didn't see it.
That's me, Jamia. You said what?
Oh, okay, I think I got it.
You gonna read mine for me first? Thank you, sir.
When was your last first date? That's the only one. That's the only one.
Yeah, because we keep going to you. I want to see
So
what this
I want to be invited in.
Is this
Absolutely not.
Oh, because I'm
No, then I said another one. I said I'm gonna be on this podcast.
Okay, I'm trying to see how we leave this in.
No, I said the other one. I'm gonna do the next.
Last person, because I can't see the comments.
now we can.
Last
Invite.
Invite.
Go right there. Go to Messenger,
Okay.
and I'll find her on Messenger.
A real name.
Okay. Type her name in right there.
See, right, we don't mind.
D-A. No, D-A. A-M-I-T-A. She ain't showing up. She's not showing up. D-I-M, that's it.
That should just be conversation. Let's go.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna get this right in a
Yeah,
second.
too fucking fast. I don't even know if I'm gonna spend all that time with you. Right. We jumping in too fast.
Somebody said, what if she don't look like her filter?
What'd you say? If we go on a date and you want to leave her, do not bring her a dog bag. It ain't happening. I'm gonna storm out.
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna select somebody. Let me see somebody come up.
Everything is mine.
Listen, when you should have had at least a few conversations that a dinner
I did.
date should be nothing but what you already have been
If you
maybe
need, right.
everything.
There you go.
And I just met you
What I
yesterday.
What
No.
that most people, like, before you set a first date, you kind of know.
Just go down and just click send.
Yes.
And then he goes into his message. When we put your name in, it's not coming up in his friends list because he's trying to send you the thing won't come up.
We trying to get you. I'm not even
D-A-M-I-T-A.
Yes.
Give me a line.
What's your name on Facebook? It's Demeter, right? It's not.
He read mine at first, he got mine. When I said, what was your last first date?
But it's not coming up in the same.
Let's go have an hour. Yeah, from the conversation.
Well, I don't think you're in StreamYard.
Huh?
Are you in StreamYard? I don't think you're in StreamYard on this live.
You know?
It's
Because you should be able to
Pretty much like
anybody
us
can
seeing each
join.
other face to face.
Make sure. You say StreamYard?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, then now don't go back. Don't go back.
Oh, shit.
I want to see what I'm just put her in for you. Hold on.
There we go.
Okay, you're right. At the bottom, it should be anybody who made a comment should have a name on it.
We can't see the comments.
No, it's okay, but go to the people at the bottom, like this at this bottom. At that bottom, where the people the icon, yeah. So who name is that?
Nobody's.
Okay, then okay.
See you later, Mark. All right, bro.
Don't work hard, work smart.
I gotta work tomorrow. I'm gonna be grinding.
You too, I had you see her?
Shift phone.
Is she in?
Okay, well, there we go.
There you go. Okay, go back to it. You got 4. So go.
Like, click that.
Just keep disappearing.
Right click. Well, no, you got it. No, don't right click. Click it again. Yeah. So like now, so these should be in. Okay, you see it? Are you recording now? Have you start recording? Or you still
No,
recording?
it's recording.
I sent you an invite.
You see who?
Sorry, folks, we having some technical
I'm gonna invite
difficulties.
you.
I seen one that you and messing.
You go to your messenger.
Coming in with your representative. That's why I ain't been.
Yeah, I'll get your message.
And I
Let me get your message. Let me get it.
No, but then go through.
just like when we went.
See it.
Who is this?
Now I know what you like on your
Oh, it's you.
So we're not
Smile.
together.
I
Now
didn't
bring
know
over
that.
pizza.
What's that?
I know.
I'm sending the email.
If you taking my suggestion.
Hey, okay. Did she download it out there? Wait, hold on.
Yeah, she got down. I know they got down.
Hold on, let me get it down. Let me get it. Hold on.
All right, we gonna while we're waiting on doing that, we
2 minutes break.
gonna pause from calls and we gonna come back. Yeah, because we're gonna try to see how we get people invited in. So give us a few minutes to work this out and we're gonna bring it back.
You know,
Hold on.